Street Fighter 6 has some truly jaw-dropping supers, and since I'm wearing my Street Fighter shirt today, it's time to react and to review every single super in Street Fighter 6. Because since this game was playable at the Summer Game Fest, we now have footage of every single super in the game. And for anyone not aware, every character has 3 supers in this game at least. At some point, it could be revealed that some characters have more than 3, but right now, at the very least, every character has 3 supers. It doesn't matter if you're playing Chun-Li, Guile, or Ryu, every character has a level 1 super, a level 2 super, and a level 3 super. And of course, the higher levels require more super to do. So for example, a level 3 super requires all 3 bars of your super meter, whereas a level 1 super only costs 1 bar, and therefore you're gonna see it a bit more often. Almost as often as you find amazing deals on Royal CD Keys. Want amazing deals on software like Windows and Microsoft Office? Well then Royal CD Keys has you covered. Their site offers a ton of deals on software for a very low price, which is a great alternative to pirating because when you pirate software, you get the wrong updates or it runs too slow and isn't compatible with your device, all that annoying stuff, which is why Royal CD Keys is a much better option. Just don't forget to use my code TrueUnderdog for 10% off every purchase. Within minutes, Royal CD Keys emailed me the download link and the license key. Getting your hands on amazing software is easy and safe with Royal CD Keys, and I can't recommend them enough. Alright, so with all that out of the way, let's review these supers, starting off with Ryu's level 1. As you can see, it's his trademark Hadouken. This super is going to be so good because it travels all the way across the screen, it can combo off of pretty much anything, and it destroys other projectiles. So yeah, this super is going to be very popular. In fact, I'm worried it's going to be so good that you're not going to see his other supers very much at all. But next up we have his level 2 super.
What can they do with it?
Alright, there is so much to unpack about this super. First off, Ryu starts off with 2 separate tiny Hadoukens that merge into one, very similar to Gouken in Street Fighter 4. And that's a big deal if you love Street Fighter because not only did Gouken teach Ryu, but Ryu also dresses more like Gouken in Street Fighter 6. He has the Buddhist sash. So yeah, this super has a lot of lore to it, and to make things even cooler, you can actually charge this super. And if you charge this super all the way, I can almost guarantee you it breaks the opponent's guard, very similar to Street Fighter 5. And then on top of that, it's gonna do more damage on hit as well, which means on block, this super is going to be a massive mind game. You can start it and then charge it, and if the opponent gets scared trying to jump away or backdash, you can unleash this thing in their face and get more damage. However, from what I've seen, this super does not have very good range, so just keep that in mind. And then finally, we have the level 3 super.
It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Uses the meter for a guaranteed win. Smart choice.
This super does the most damage by far, which makes sense because it does cost all 3 bars, and I can almost guarantee you it's invincible on startup as well, which means this super is going to be a great get off me button, and it looks so amazing. This super has never looked better than in Street Fighter 6. And then next up we have Chun-Li, one of my favorite characters to play in Street Fighter. Let's look at her level 1 super.
Making this prime time to deal up some free damage.
From what I've seen, this super is the best one to combo into because its hitbox is so massive, and it's likely also a good anti-air as well. So once again, just like Ryu's Hadouken super, you're gonna see this level 1 all the time. It looks super duper useful. But then next up we have her level 2 super.
Time's the only thing. Just goes for it at this range. Having of a severe beat.
Alright, so just like Ryu's level 2 super, Chun-Li's level 2 super is more than meets the eye. For starters, you can combo after it, very similar to Third Strike. You jump in the air, do a heavy punch, and then keep the combo going on the ground, which looks so sick. And keep in mind, this super is very similar to what Chun-Li had in Street Fighter 5, and in that game, it could go through projectiles. In fact, it was the same case in Third Strike 2, which means this level 2 super is very likely to blow through projectiles as well. I can't confirm that, but I bet it's very, very likely. And then finally, let's look at Chun-Li's level 3 super. Once again, massive damage and super flashy, but here's the thing, this super actually has more than one ender, and I'm not quite sure what triggers it. At first I thought it could be based on who you're fighting because against Ryu she got a different ender, but then I saw it against Jamie as well. So now I'm thinking maybe the super is different if you win the round with it, which could be super cool because when you do win the round with it, the opponent flies into the camera and hits it. It's so sick looking. And Chun-Li's not the only character with a super like this. Jamie's super also has different enders as well, and once again, I'm not sure what causes it. So please let me know in the comments what you think causes this different super. Here's the alternate version of Chun-Li's super, by the way. Alright, now let's move on to Jamie, the drunken boxer slash breakdancer of Street Fighter 6.
Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2.
As you can see, this level 1 super seems to go on forever, and it's so flashy. It seems pretty straightforward though, it's just good for combos. I don't think it beats projectiles or anything, but it does carry the opponent across the screen, so it could be good for pushing them towards the corner, which is really sick. Next up we have his level 2 super, and this one is interesting because it's not actually an attack. Instead, he raises his level by 2. You see, in Street Fighter 6, Jamie can actually drink more of his bottle, and it raises his level. This gives him new attacks and other cool stuff like that. However, you don't just want to do it raw. You want to combo into it or out of it, all that stuff, which can be a bit easier said than done, and as a result you have a super which can raise you 2 levels instantly, which is honestly pretty cool. And Guile has a super similar to this as well, where it puts him in a different state as opposed to just being a single attack. And now finally we have the level 3 super. As you can see, it's very cool and flashy, but just like Chun-Li, it has 2 different enders, the second of which looks like a fatality where he rips out your throat. And I'm not gonna lie, this seems really graphic for a character like Jamie, who's so fun-loving and just a decent, happy-go-lucky guy. However, apparently once getting drunk, he becomes a cold and heartless killer. Once again, I'm not sure what triggers this different super. At first, I thought you had to be leveled up all the way with his drinking, but no, that's not true. I've seen the other super when the person's fully leveled up. So once again, I think it might just be if you win the round with it, but I can't be sure. Let me know in the comments if you figured out the answer. And now it's time to have a look at Luke's super. Once again, let's begin with his level 1. Yeah, this super is going to be really good. Just like Ryu's super, it travels the entire screen and it likely destroys projectiles too, which means when Luke has meter, you just can't throw projectiles on him because he can pop super and just kick your butt. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very worried about this super. It seems really, really good. But next up, let's check out his level 2. Alright, this super seems great for ending combos, just like Chun-Li's level 1 super, and it also pushes the opponent a bit closer to the corner, which is always good in Street Fighter. And honestly, outside of that, there's not much else to say. Luke seems to be a very straightforward, beginner-friendly character. So next up, let's check out his level 3. Man, I love how this super ends so much. He just caves you into the ground and then walks over you like you're nothing. It's such a sick super, especially if it wins the round. I love this level 3. And keep in mind, this super is going to be great for whiff punishing because Luke runs across the entire screen. Now, I'm not sure if it goes through projectiles. It very well could, but I have no confirmation. However, what I do know is that since Luke runs across the screen, it's gonna be great for whiff punishing any mistake the opponent makes. If they throw out a normal and miss you, just pop that level 3 and catch him. And now finally, it's time for Guile, who is last but certainly not least. First, let's check out his level 1 super. As you can see, it's a massive sonic boom, very similar to past games, especially Street Fighter V and Street Fighter 4. And in those games, this super was great for destroying projectiles at point blank range. So if you're fighting Ryu and he's around jumping distance and starts up a Hadouken, just start this super and blow right through it. But oh boy, next up we have his level 2, and this is pretty much Guile's V-trigger from Street Fighter V. He enters a different state where sonic booms are way easier to throw and he can do way more of them than normal. And this is good for so many things. For one, it's really hard to get close to him because he can throw out so many sonic booms. But then on top of that, it's great for him closing space on you. He can throw out like 4 sonic booms and then just walk in behind them, and now he's in your face. He can do whatever he wants. But then we have the scariest part, the combos. In Street Fighter V, V-trigger for Guile led to some of the craziest and flashiest combos in the entire game. And I'm not joking, I'm not being hyperbolic. These supers easily did half your health, if not more, like 70%. Because keep in mind, Guile builds meter while he does this, which means he can end with his level 1 or maybe even his level 3 super, which of course is going to do crazy damage. So once again, this super 2 is what you want to look out for. Level 2 super is not a joke. But now finally, it's time for his level 3 super. Oh, it looks so good. This is by far the best looking super I've ever seen for Guile. Now keep in mind, I'm not a Guile main, but even so, this super looks absolutely amazing. I love it so much. I think what they've done with Guile in 6 is so cool. I've always enjoyed playing this character a little bit off and on, but I've never been more excited to play him than I am for Street Fighter 6. And there you have it, everyone. That is it for every super in Street Fighter 6 so far. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, and also which one you think will be the deadliest when Street Fighter 6 is finally playable for the regular peons like us. And then while you're down there posting a lovely comment, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. It really does help my channel out a ton. And then keep that combo going by subscribing and ringing that bell so you never miss a future video. Make sure to come back next time, and as always, stay underdogs.